Welcome to Your Anime Senpais. I'm Richard.
And I'm John.
And John, today we're going to be watching and reacting to Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken, episode 3. Yes. So, last episode, our main characters finally got their clubhouse or
their film club, their Eizouken.
Right. Yes, but they've got like a studio, I guess, is what you could call it.
Pretty beat up and
kind of. Yeah, who knows how long it's been sitting there, but I mean, at least they have equipment that they can use to accomplish their dreams. You know,
went to that storage room and found all that. Well, stuff. I guess it was leftover anime club stuff.
Right.
So.
Yeah. I think the first place that they went to is their actual clubhouse, but the other one is the storage house. But you know what? That first place was very effective because Midori, she fell off, and they made that video, and sure enough, it's blown up on the internet. So
it looks like it's. Well, I think it was even on TV, maybe, wasn't it? Or
I think so. Yeah, yeah. If I remember correctly, Sayaka she put it up for like bidding or whatever, and so I think they made some money off of it. So hey, maybe they can use that money to help.
Hopefully that don't cause any trouble, but
Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. So let's go ahead and dive on in and see what happens. Oh, they gotta plaster the name right on the side. Make sure everyone knows.
Couldn't get the rust off first. Had to put that up.
I think that would probably it would probably take them too long to be able to do that though.
Okay.
I think they're doing the kanji.
Yeah. Don't even have a project, but they're worried about how the logo is going to work.
Sayaka, she's got the...
I like how she's there to keep them in line.
Right, exactly.
Okay, let's get your head out of the clouds. Eizouken. Okay. Oh.
All right, yeah. She's like by far the best character in this series.
Yeah, I didn't really care for her at first, but I do like her the best now. Oh no, they've already started figuring out how to animate it.
I hate when you have all this ambition and energy to make something, and in your head it just looks like it's going to turn out perfect. And then you go to actually make it happen, you go to do it, and then it doesn't really turn out the way you expected it was going to. Reality sucks.
Huh. Okay.
Pure profit.
And she's the only one that's talking. Everybody else is just kind of like doing their own
thing. Not even. If we do not repair the holes in the walls and the roof, our equipment is going to be damaged. But let's catch that butterfly. What are they doing?
Not paying attention is what they're not doing, yeah.
The sizable sum.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah. So, yeah, they actually did make some money.
This is all that remains.
Wow. Moment of silence.
Wow. I guess it is.
It's a tanuki.
Tanuki.
Yeah, seriously. Man, she's
Almost
got
like a
her.
child. Yeah.
She's got her figured out.
Hmm.
And no drilling, so
Yep.
here we are.
About to have her reality
Mm-hmm.
destroyed.
I mean,
Hmm.
to be fair, it is interesting that she's thinking about all these things, and
Yeah.
that I'm sure will come into play later on for whatever she wants to work on. But it's like you gotta focus on the reality too. Like,
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like how she had already kind of read Midori and was like, she's just doing it because she wants to have fun.
right?
Oh, all that rust over your head.
Mhm.
Oh,
The smartest, most brilliant
And then
minds
fall down again.
fail because of lack of tempering and discipline.
Thinking about it though, why doesn't the school just do this? Like, why don't they just?
Yeah, why are the kids doing it? I mean, I
Right.
know that it's responsibility in
Yeah,
Japan schools to clean up the classrooms and stuff, but not repair a building.
right.
Oh, that looks
Like,
safe.
I feel like, I mean, maybe it's just not part of the budget, but I mean, come on. If anything, like the video that was made of her falling should be like a red flag. Like, hey, maybe we should actually have people
Yeah,
taking care of this instead of students.
obviously they don't have OSHA over there.
I guess not. Oh, jeez. Uh,
So now the clubhouse is a spaceship.
apparently. And also, nothing will be done, apparently, this episode.
Oh yeah, yeah. What's the debris in the real world? Is it
Or
tree
it's-
branches?
Or it's probably nothing at all.
Well, yeah, that's very much a possibility also.
Oh, it's raining. Okay.
Oh, wow. I thought it was a nice clear day earlier.
Apparently, weather just changes that quickly.
Huh.
Or you could just, like, call for help.
This is really bad. I have to go to the bathroom as well. How did she not...
Right, I know, right?
What? Incident or accident?
No, but it's for real this time. What?
Hmm? Can't she not get out? What?
What? What is going on?
Yeah.
Did she block the door or something?
Yeah, that's what I'm really confused about as well.
I feel like I need to go back and watch that at some point.
Yeah. Maybe they'll explain it here in a second.
I'm not sure why.
Okay. It's gonna go.
Oh, wow.
Well, daggone it. Now they gotta repair more.
And now it's back to being clear outside.
Apparently. Oh, it's done.
Oh no. Did they jump?
Why didn't she just go?
Hmm. Yes. She gets it.
Yeah, it's gonna take what, just the three of you.
Ooh. Wow, she's done a lot of math for this.
Mm. I mean, you really don't need a story. You can just do like what. Oh gosh, what is it called? Not Studio Trigger, but the one before them. Did Evangelion. They had like way back in the day. They had like promotional videos. Didn't necessarily have the stories, just to show off their animation.
Kind of like a teaser kind of thing or something?
Kind of. Oh, look who it is. How come she doesn't just use her money?
Well, I mean, she did, donate, furniture and stuff already.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Wow. So, yeah, I was going to say, what are they going to do here?
We just need the animation.
That looks really Studio Ghibli. I know I've been making a lot of comparisons, but...
Kind of reminds me of the tank also. Do you remember the old arcade game Metal Slug?
Yeah.
To her? But why would they need it? So it almost flips the tank over because the shells are like too big for it.
And I guess they just shoot out nuclear bombs.
That obviously. Oh. Can you draw it, however? It's more like what?
It's true. It is nice to have the details like that. Also true, you've got a limited budget. And limited time.
More flashy, but simpler.
Yeah, okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Go into how it's made mode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we're starting to get into the lesson portion of the episode.
Mm. It's interesting that she's keeping them on track, but she's also learning too from them.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Okay. They've got their story.
Idea, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, not too much in anime. Okay.
Superpowers.
Give her oxygen tank and a mask. Hmm.
Yeah, that is true. You do see that a lot, if not all the time.
Hmm. Gotta save that money.
Right?
Yeah. And her foe, the tank.
Mm.
But why are they? What are they fighting over?
Doesn't matter. It's only 5 minutes.
Yeah. Good point.
Oh, just like Attack on Titan, kind of.
Hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good point.
And that's where they're going to end it.
Dun dun.
If you want to find out, give us money.
Wow, a lot happened in the episode.
That was pretty good.
Seems like they got it all together, though. At least they got something to start with. So my favorite part about this anime so far is the level of detail that they put in everything and the thought process behind all of those details. They want realism for each of the things that they're creating because it'll allow them to be more immersed in it. And not just for them, but their audience as well. I think Asuka wants that level of detail because she feels like that makes that thing that she's making more real. And I'm wondering if that time and effort she's spending on trying to make them seem realistic and the world she's trying to create is going to pan out with a better product in the end. Is their little short anime going to be too much of them trying to work on the tiny details, and is that going to hurt them in the end? But I like where they're going with it. and I think the taller girl, Kenpachi, is keeping them in line. So she knows what's up.
All right, John. So before we talk about this episode, I just want to go back and talk about what I was saying earlier. The video that I was trying to remember was Daikon 4, and technically Daikon 3, but 4 is the one I'm more familiar with. And the studio that I was trying to think of was Studio Gainax. So, again, with them trying to, with the girls here trying to create this video, this short film, trying to, I guess, impress the school and say, hey, give us money. So Daikon 4, if I'm reading this right, it was kind of the same thing, too. It's like a bunch of amateur animators back in the 80s, including one Hideki Anno, who would, again, later on go on to direct probably one of the best animes there are or ever were, Evangelion, most well known at least.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could see if you guys ever have a chance to, if you haven't already, honestly, go and watch Daikon 3 and 4, especially 4. For me, that's my favorite of the two. But Daikon 4 is on YouTube, and if you want it, you can go watch it. It's like a 7-minute video, but it's pretty amazing, like what they could do back then. I mean, looking at it, of course, maybe looking through the eyes of
someone that's watched anime for quite a while,
right? And it's very nostalgic for those sort of things. But I'm sure other people probably be like, "Oh man, this looks terrible," but it's pretty amazing. Like, just I think it says here, Daikon 3 was just made by those three. Hideki Anno, Hiroyuki Amaga, and Tamaki Aki. And then Daikon 4 was made by 12 people. But even still, just such a limited amount of people, doing something like that was just really amazing back in the day. So, again, if you guys have a chance to watch that, please do. I think you'll find it fascinating, especially if you like this particular, anime with Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken, or Eizouken, was that what they said?
I think it was Eizouken.
Eizouken? Okay, sorry. I think you'll appreciate the hard work that was put into those films, and can kind of see it in here. But in any case, so that's our little historical treat.
The more you know.
Exactly. So let's talk about this episode. So John, what did you think of this episode?
I really enjoyed this episode, actually. I would give it a thumbs up just because, I hate to say it, but I've been kind of iffy about this series. But this one, to me, it had more of a solid feeling to it. Like they were actually, they weren't just, they were distracted at different times.
Yeah.
But the whole time, what's her name? Satoshi?
Sayaka,
yeah. She was sitting there the whole time, just, hey, stop chasing that tanuki. Stop chasing that butterflies.
Right. She was reeling them in.
Yes, and getting them out of their imagination, like, hey, we need some real work done.
Right.
Stop, dreaming in the clouds. Let's make it real. Let's make it, what was it? The most, basically the most bang for the buck, because they wanted the most, flashy thing, but let's also use the least amount of stuff. That way, we come ahead. We don't spend, 30,000 or 60,000 yen on power tools.
Yeah, right. I still think this school should have provided them more with just that, but whatever.
Well, they should have done a lot more for these kids, but
whatever.
But what do you think so far?
I also enjoyed it very much for the fact that it reminded me of Daikon, but also like what you talked about. Kind of on that note with Sayaka though, and the other two, like. I believe we've had conversations like way back in the day about how, like in my mind, I tend to see people in like two different groups, and maybe that's not a good thing, but you've got the dreamers and then you've got the doers.
Okay.
Now there are people that kind of, I guess you could say a lot of people kind of do both, but there are definitely some people that are just the dreamers and not so much the doers. Like they have this great idea. And they were like, "Oh yeah, let's
Yeah, it's always better to have like a mix of both.
Right.
In a group, or
Right.
someone that has a little bit of both, and
Right.
maybe others that can kind of add to that. Yeah,
Right.
okay, I see what you're saying.
And the other two are definitely the dreamers, as we've obviously seen, whereas Sayaka is like the doer. She's the one that's like more grounded in reality, and she'll kind of venture out with them in the realm of imagination, I guess, but she's still
she did jump into the spaceship when she had to break
right.
through the wall.
Yeah, which we still need to go back, or at least I need to go back and watch that part, but because it didn't really make too much sense. Why did she lock herself out? I guess.
I couldn't figure out what was blocking her from just going through the humongous
front door.
Yeah,
exactly. Unless she just, I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But that is a very nice dynamic though that they all have with each other. I mean, yeah, you've got the two like they play off each other with their imagination, but again with Sayaka, she kind of like pulls them back. It's like, hey, hold on a second. This is a great idea. But this is all we have to work with, and our studio, our clubhouse has got holes, and it's raining again, and there's hail dropping through the roof. It's like, come on, guys, we gotta.
Yeah.
Now, if they were like, I guess, a proper studio with tons of money that they can just throw around, they can hire people to fix this, but
well organized,
right
area to work in.
But it's just those three, and they've got to make this. What was it, 5-minute video? Or
I think it's going to be 3 minutes now.
Or 3 minutes video. Regardless, they got to make a short video that's going to impress the school enough to give them money, so they can actually do the things that they want to do.
Yeah, and that was something she had to remind them, like, hey, these ideas are great, but you got to also think there's, 12 drawings per second, and then you got to do the math for that.
Right.
Then she was like, well, you'd have to be drawing almost 50 days straight, to get what you're wanting to do.
Right,
so,
yeah.
Well, we really need to reel it back to something realistic, so...
Yeah, and now once they, assuming they get money for it, which I would think so, because I'm sure this series is going to move on beyond 4 or 5 episodes.
Yeah.
But assuming they get that money, then they can think about, oh well, we can hire I guess other people to join our club, or just help us out even.
Yeah, promote for it or something maybe.
Well, just help like with the art and stuff, like help them like create the hour-long or however long they want to do, awesome adventures of whatever they have going on in their imaginations.
The girl versus the tank,
right? Or just whatever. But yeah, as I was saying though, I do like their dynamic, and they are definitely, those two are definitely the more imaginative people of the group. They they think about the end and not getting to the end.
I liked their example in the actual show. She's like, well, she'll definitely go and do that really hard job, but she won't think about it that way because she's having fun.
Right.
She just wanted to go do it because she got to play with the drill. She didn't actually think about it being the hardest job. She was just like, hey, I get the power drill. I am happy. Let's go do this.
Right.
So,
but yeah, overall, it was a good episode. I really enjoyed it, and I'm curious to see what they make of all this.
Yeah.
So,
I'm really curious too.
All right, guys. So that's it for this episode. So, what did you all think? And would you watch an anime of a girl with a what was it, machete?
Machete.
Machete. Yeah. Would you watch a girl with a machete fight a tank? Let us know down in the comments below.
And if you enjoyed this reaction, definitely subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell to keep up with our content. Hey, throw us a like as well, and check out our Patreon. We'd really appreciate it. So, we'll see you in the next episode.